So in this dream, I'm in my home, and I look out the window. I'm in my bedroom, and I look out the window, and I sense a spirit of darkness in the world. And it literally it's dark. I mean, more than just it being nighttime. It felt as if the moon wasn't even shining anymore, like there was no light in the world. And I just knew it to be pure darkness, like a sense of evil. Something changed in the world. And in the dream, I didn't have revelation of what changed. I just knew it was darkness out there, and that my safe place was in my house. Okay, so then I walk towards the front door, and I open the front door, and there are 3 or 4 elderly women standing on my porch, and they look wholesome, they look peaceful, and they look very kind. There's really nothing too special about them except for that spirit of darkness I was feeling just a minute ago. This was a complete opposite. This was again like light, peace, just, I guess how I can only explain it is peace. But they were very attentive, and I remember specifically one lady. Now she had something in her hand, and her eyes were a crystal blue, like beautiful eyes. And she smiles at me, and she asked, "Are you ready?" And she didn't say ready for what. I didn't ask ready for what. I wasn't even really thinking ready for what. But she asked, "Are you ready?" And I remember it took me just a couple seconds to answer, but I said yes. And then she takes my hand and she slides this ring onto my finger, as if I was getting engaged, as if I was getting married. And I remember the color of the ring was green. And I still don't know the symbolism in the color. Maybe it's just really reflective of a ring, right? So once the ring is on my finger, I walk outside, and it's just a sunny, clear, beautiful day. The weather's perfect. Everything's perfect. Not even a breeze. It's just perfect. And I see these white chairs, and they are aligned together perfectly on my driveway. Like, they're set up perfectly, like they're spaced between each other perfectly. And these are not just any chairs. Like, these are chairs that you would find at a wedding, an outside wedding reception. And there weren't very many chairs because, again, it's on like a standard driveway. My driveway's not too big, but it's a driveway. We can fit 2 cars into the garage, and again, these white chairs didn't even fill up the whole driveway. But there were enough of them to make a group, at least maybe 5 chairs. And there's people sitting down on these chairs, and I see men in tuxedos. Now I see the back of their heads. I don't see their faces because they're facing away from me. Like, their back is to my front door. I don't see any women in wedding dresses. The Lord showed me enough to show me it was some kind of a wedding happening, getting ready to happen. And not all of the participants are in the chairs. They have not all arrived. So, because the chairs were not filled up, there was just like, out of, we'll say, the 10 chairs, not even half were filled up yet. So this was very early on into a wedding ceremony, like hours early, it felt like. Okay, but the wedding will be starting soon. Hence, that's why the lady at my front door, the elderly lady, asked me, "Are you ready?" Because a wedding is about to happen. Am I ready? And she puts the ring onto my finger because I am the bride, meaning the bride of Christ, the church, the true church, the bride who is ready and spotless without any blemish needs to be ready. Okay, so as I'm standing there, I start ascending into the air, and I'm not ascending quickly, but at a pretty steady pace, to where I'm getting farther and farther away from my home. And there's a point in time where I look back. I turn back to look at my house, because in my earthly mind and in my earthly memories, I am remembering, oh, what about my mom? Oh, wait, the reality hit me in those few seconds that I was ascending into the air, that I was not coming back to my home again. Like, once I'm gone, I'm gone. And that was a knowing in my spirit. So I remember looking down and almost reaching back to my house. Just like a yearning. And then I woke up.
John 3 verse 16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.